Are you crying? There's no crying. There's no crying in baseball.
Outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville Nine that day. The score stood 4-2, with but one inning more to play. And then when Cooney died at first, and Barrows did the same, a sickly silence fell upon the patrons of the game. A straggling few got up to go in deep despair. The rest clung to hope, which springs eternal in the human breast. They thought, if only Casey could get but a whack at that, we'd put up even money now, with Casey at the bat. But Flynn preceded Casey, as did also Jimmy Blake. The former was a Lulu, and the latter was a cake. So upon that stricken multitude grim melancholy set, for there seemed but a little chance of Casey getting to the bat. But Flynn let drive a single to the wonderment of all, and Blake, the much despised, tore the cover off the ball. And when the dust had lifted, and the men saw what had occurred, there was Jimmy safe at second, and Flynn up from 5,000 throats, and more there rose a lusty yell. It rumbled in the valley, it rattled in the dell, knocked upon the mountain, and recoiled upon the flat, for Casey, mighty Casey, was advancing to the bat. There was ease in Casey's manner as he stepped into his place. There was pride in Casey's bearing, and a smile on Casey's face. And when responding to the cheers, he lightly doffed his hat, no stranger in the crowd could doubt 'twas Casey at the bat. Now the leather-covered sphere came hurtling through the air, and Casey stood a-watching it in haughty grandeur there. Close by the sturdy batsman, the ball on heated speed.
That ain't my style.
Said Casey.
Strike one! Ooh, kill him!
Shouted someone on the stand, and it's likely they'd have killed him had Casey not raised his hand. He smiled toward the pitcher, and once more the spheroid flew, but Casey still ignored it, and the umpire said,
Strike two!
He pounds with cruel violence his bat upon the plate, and now the pitcher holds the ball, and now he lets it go. Now the air is shattered by the force of Casey's blow.
Strike three!
Oh, somewhere in this favored land the sun is shining bright. The band is playing somewhere, and somewhere hearts are light. And somewhere men are laughing, and somewhere children shout. But there is no joy in Mudville. Mighty Casey has struck out. Life's a fastball, belt high, coming right down the middle. Don't stand there and let it go by. Swing hard and aim for the stands.